In today's video, we're going to talk about the best bidding strategies inside Google Ads for lead generation to get the best quality of leads possible and to just have the best possible performance for your lead generation campaign overall. Now, what each of the bidding strategies actually are inside Google Ads are you're just telling Google how you want them to go about to spend your budget to get you the best possible results and to actually select the bidding strategy that we're going to use, if you're running a new campaign is you're obviously just going to go to a new campaign. And when you're creating a brand new campaign from scratch, you're just going to have to fill out the first few steps of the initial campaign creation process. So, for example, choosing leads and, continue, press search here and choose a search campaign. And just skip this for now just to get to the actual bid strategy part, and we can just leave this campaign name as is for now. And then you get brought to bidding where you have to decide which bidding strategy that you want to use for your campaign. So you can see that it's selected to conversions by default, and that's usually like the method that Google always recommends that you use as well. And what we can do is have a look at the drop down menu and see what the other options are that we have to choose from. And so you also have conversion value, but that's more relevant to, for example, e-commerce or when you're selling different products that have different price points on your website. Whereas for leads, if you track, each lead that you get as being equal in value, then I rarely ever see anyone using conversion value for lead generation. And if they are going for a conversion based bidding strategy, I just see them using maximized conversions from the beginning. And then you see the other optimization options, which are clicks and impression share. And both of these are more relevant to getting you more traffic overall. But out of impression share and clicks, I generally prefer using maximize clicks at the beginning of any campaign. And we have run, a lot of lead generation campaigns for local service-based companies. And almost in all cases, we've tested both maximize conversions and maximize clicks from the very beginning and would recommend those as the only two bidding strategies that actually matter and are actually worth using for lead generation. And we have always found that starting out with maximized clicks has actually gotten us better results, especially in the long term. And we found that for everyone that's worked with us for at least 2 to 3 months, have never wanted to look elsewhere because we've used maximized clicks at the very beginning to gather plenty of relevant conversion data. And now all of those campaigns are simply using maximized conversions, and we've set target CPAs as well on those campaigns, and we're slowly bringing down those target CPAs month after month. But we're only doing that successfully because we're using maximized clicks at the very beginning. And we also set a maximum cost per click bid limit as well. So we have a cap on how much, an individual click will cost. So we're not letting Google run wild by any means, and letting them charge us, €50 for clicks that aren't even, converting into leads, for example. So we do have a cap on what Google can charge us per click. And we use data from the keyword planner where we see the cost per clicks of the keywords inside the area that we're targeting to determine what our maximum cost per click bid limit will be. So we're being flexible enough to know that, we're going to be able to get, on average about 10 clicks per day if we set our maximum cost per click bid limit to that amount. And then we have a daily budget for about 10 times that amount. So then we know that on average, we're going to be able to get about 10 clicks and one conversion on average per day from the very beginning. And then that way, then we're going to be able to switch over to our conversion based bidding strategy. And when we do make that switch over, we're not just going to see a massive tank in results where, Google just doesn't get us any leads. And then we're wondering, like, oh, should we switch back to maximize clicks now? Because we see that time and time again where, people stick with max clicks for about 1 or 2 weeks and they're getting pretty decent results. But then Google recommends for them to switch over to maximize conversions because they're saying that their bid strategy is limited. But what I'd recommend you do instead, go into this with a game plan in mind of how many conversions am I going to get before I switch over to maximize conversions. And for this, I'd recommend that you have at least 30 to 40 conversions overall. But if you've gotten 15 to 20 in the last 30 days specifically, then you would have enough relevant conversion data to actually perform well with maximized conversions. Because we've made the mistake in the past as well of switching over to maximize conversions with too little conversion data And those campaigns have just been a lot slower to get back to the same level that they were before. Whereas if we stuck with max clicks even for a little bit longer than we had wanted to, even if it was a few weeks or even 1 month longer than what we wanted to use maximize clicks for, that by the time we switch over to maximize conversions, then the results just transition so much smoother and we're able to get the exact same results more or less straight away when we switch over, because Google's AI knows exactly what users are most likely to result in a phone call or a lead. Whereas if we set it to maximize conversions from the very beginning, especially on a new account with no conversions from any other campaigns, then Google's AI has very little data on which customers are most likely to result in a lead. And so then we can be getting, really expensive clicks with maximized conversions, but not even a high conversion rate to make up for the high cost per click. So that's just not a situation we want to be in. And we found that we've been able to counteract that really well just by simply going with maximized clicks at the beginning, having a maximum cost per click bid limit. And yes, you're going to be getting a lot of clicks and maybe a slightly lower conversion rate at the very beginning. But then when you do switch over to maximize conversions and set a target CPA, you're going to be able to get consistent conversions and also bring down your cost per lead month after month. So that is a trade I'm willing to make. And I see online as well people saying that, that if you're going with maximized clicks, that you're only getting clicks, but that's just simply not true whatsoever, because we've used maximized clicks now for so many campaigns and I've gotten so many quality leads as well, that anyone who says that maximize clicks is only for clicks, either hasn't tried it themselves or just hasn't set it up correctly with the right quality keywords and are just, getting a lot of clicks from irrelevant search terms in the first place. But if you're using exact match keywords, for example, which is what we'd recommend, then you're getting most of your clicks from high intent search terms anyway. And as long as you have your conversion tracking set up correctly and a high quality landing page, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting conversions from your clicks, even if you are using a maximized click bidding strategy. And so that's more the reasoning behind we do it this way. And in short, we'd recommend just using a maximized click bidding strategy at the very beginning and being in no rush whatsoever to switch over to maximize conversions, and only doing so when you've been getting consistent conversions and good results for the last 30 days and had a solid 15 to 20 leads in the last 30 days. And once you've had that, then you can then switch over to maximize conversions with a target CPA and not have any significant decrease in results and keep improving your overall results from there. So I hope this video helped when it came to determining what bidding strategy you should use for your lead generation campaigns. And if you do have any questions at all about bidding strategies or any other aspects of Google Ads, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you do have any questions at all about anything we mentioned inside this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we'll be posting all things related to Google Ads here daily. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video.